What if the exhaustion you feel isn't from doing too much, but from your energy leaking in ways you can't see? On today's episode of Sea of Radiance, I'll be discussing many sneaky ways your life force energy and eros are being drained from you, how to reverse it, and a whole lot more. Let's dive in. Welcome back to the Sea of Radiance. I'm your hostess, Erin Pettis, and today I'm diving into energy clearing practices, both tangible, material energetic clearing, as well as the intangible and immaterial energetic field. I've found that cleaning and clearing energy in my home at various times of the year, for example, like before the new year or at the change of seasons, or especially during times when I feel really stuck, is instrumental in facilitating a reset for me of one sort or another. It's a refresh that I crave. So, yesterday I started a round of 9 days of clearing. I started with giving away the winter clothes that I haven't worn over the past couple of years or that are beyond repair. And today I'll go through my warm weather clothes to prepare for the change of season. I feel it out, like kind of in a Marie Kondo style, and I get rid of clothes that I don't feel vibrant in or that don't match my vibe anymore. So, pretty straightforward. I just keep those things that feel really good. And I've modified my wardrobe to reflect my energy. Clutter in our living spaces clogs the energetic flow. And I've done this particular process numerous times over the past several years when I felt encumbered in one way or another. Essentially, it's an amalgamation of several different protocols that I've combined, and it looks like this. I decide which areas of my home I'll be clearing every day for 9 days, and I get rid of 27 objects a day for 9 days. I separate things out, so some are to be donated, some are to be tossed. You can also decide if you want to sell some of your items. It always baffles me how quickly our family acquires stuff. So generally, I focus on my own things, but our garage is fair game and it's kind of my nemesis because it's a mess with sporting equipment and all of that. But so, to give you a starting point, just take it step by step. And if you feel overwhelmed at the idea of clearing material possessions, just take your time, take it day by day. If you're really sentimental or if you have collected a considerable amount of clutter, you can choose, for example, to start with your bathroom cabinets or your bookshelves, and then continue for 9 consecutive days, bagging up or giving away 27 objects a day. And you're not supposed to skip a day. So, yeah, that amounts to 243 total things that you'll be removing from your environment. So, you can imagine the space that you could free up if some of those objects are sizable. Be gentle with yourself, as some of the mementos or keepsakes that you come across that you find in drawers may bring up some feelings. Old love letters or old photos, they may be hard to relinquish, and you don't have to, but they may also be occupying an energetic space that you're ready to open to new possibilities and new people to welcome into your life. If you feel conflicted about giving away gifts that you never use or that you never really liked, just whisper a little word of thanks to the one who gifted it to you and send it along to someone who will value it and use it. As I'm sorting through my things to give away, I burn some copal or some palo santo. I open up the windows and it just adds this element of freshness and it allows old energy to move out of my house and move on. The second sort of energy clearing is something I often facilitate for women who are going through a breakup or a divorce or just having a tough time getting over a lover or some kind of relationship. As women, we are generally more receptive to the energy that we take on from each and every sexual partner we have than men are. We are more receptive to that energy than men are. and we're susceptible to collecting energy from those partners cumulatively. Some yoga traditions describe an energetic arc line across the heart and chest of women. And this arc line is an energetic field and it holds the imprints of sexual relationships. So you could feel a partner that you've been with has left an undesirable, lingering energetic sort of tether or cord behind in your energetic field. And for that, as well as for those going through a separation from a partner in general, I offer a practice to sever and dissolve those attachments so that you can be more free. You can be more energetically disconnected. One way you can do this on your own to clear that lingering energetic residue of partners or relationships that you're letting go of is to visualize the person in front of you and do this one person at a time. You can feel and see the energetic connections that have formed between you. And then imagine a cleaver or an axe dropping from above and severing the connections between you as you declare that you release yourself and that person from any contracts or energetic attachments that you have between you. So you actually visualize that severing happening. And then you state that you are now recalling or reclaiming your personal energy from the energetic ties that connected you. And as you do that, you watch those cords or those tentacles or whatever, watch them recoil or rewind like cable on a spool and dissolve that energy into your energy center that's just below your navel. You then witness the other end of the cords dissolve into the person in front of you. When the separation is complete, you can watch the other person, visualize the other person walk out of the room with no hooks or tethers or cords of connection of energy between you any longer. And this can be very, very healing. You can also use this basic technique to energetically disconnect from any relationship, not necessarily just a lover, but it's particularly important if you're separating from someone who you have had a physical relationship with. You can then take some time to breathe and allow any associated feelings to flow through you after this process. It may have brought some things up and just some last tears or feelings that you need to process. Another form of energy that you may want to extract from the matrix of your physical and energetic body for a certain time period is that of spirits. That means alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, vapes, etc. Because these contribute to your energetic countenance and obviously your biological and physiological energy as well. So, if you feel inclined to detox from such substances, your energetic radiance will reflect that pretty quickly. And similarly, since our bodies are literally constructed by the foods we eat, the chemical energy that we consume through diet influences our physiological and mental energy. I don't think I need to belabor this point, but just as a trained nutritionist, I feel that I need to mention and just offer you a reminder to eat cleanly for optimal energy. Another form of energy that we can clean up is the energy of the spoken word, because that becomes a declaration, a blessing, or even a curse. So, really pay attention to your words. And also, the energy of the companions that you have around you. It's infectious for better or worse. So, really carefully suss out how you feel in the company that you keep and be careful about those who are in your environment. There's one more energy suck that may be working covertly in your life, and as it has in mine in recent years, and that's the energy of resistance, avoidance, or rejection that may be going on behind the scenes and pulling from your bandwidth. This plays out as resisting or avoiding that which you know in your soul you must do, or rejecting the reality of some aspect of your life. So, this could involve initiating a significant change in a relationship, that you really need to follow through on. Or it could look like denying or rejecting the reality of how things are, how people in your life behave, or the actual status of your relationship, etc. When you deny or reject the status quo, you're actually investing considerable energetic resources to actively avoid, resist, or deny reality. For example, in my life, I denied the reality of a loved one's character for so long. And I kept sinking energy and investing more and more of my time, my money, my energy, my precious resource of energy into that person. Well, no, actually people, because now that I think of it, it happened in more than one relationship. I was trying to extract something from those people that they actually do not possess, something they are incapable of providing. These were my energetic investments that had negative ROIs, return on investments. And as you know, the next level way, or you may not know actually, the next level way to recapture the energy that I stashed in people who couldn't reciprocate, it's not to blame them. It's not to label them as pathological, as narcissists, or even to label them as wrong or to reject them, but rather to see that I've had a pattern of overinvesting in sources with, diminishing or minimal returns. And for me to take responsibility for that myself. So that's how I withdraw my taps from dry wells and reclaim my energy in a clean, sovereign way. The restorative energy of acceptance and not fighting or trying to change someone or to force a relationship dynamic that I really want allows flow and forward motion. This choice of acceptance permits a forward propulsion to happen and is an important act of personal energy conservation. It reminds me of this saying, don't push the river, to look at the state of things as they are, with some objective space and some level of acceptance of that which we can't change. Most often, what we can't change means other people. So, when we do that, we are afforded some energetic preservation. This is the essence of the Serenity Prayer. And this is the way to repair energetic leaks in your life. I hope this has been helpful for you. And if so, I would love it if you would please share this episode and let me know how you're reclaiming your energy in the comments. I'll see you next time.